What's going on, guys? Welcome to my first episode of my How to Build Muscle series. And today's topic, as you can probably tell from the title, is progressive overload. Progressive overload, what is it? In a nutshell, progressive overload is the gradual increase in the amount of stress that you put on your body that forces it to adapt to whatever stimulus it's receiving. Progressive overload is a very, very important topic. In fact, I go as far to say it's probably the most important topic in regards to building muscle. Without progressive overload, no one would ever get better. Everyone would be the same. In fact, there are times where people, in fact, stay the same. They don't apply this principle, and you've seen them. I've been one of them. There are times where I'd say even up to 3 months where I just go in the gym, do the same workout that I did the day before or the week before, and I would do that. I did that actually for 3 months. I didn't get any stronger. I didn't get any bigger. I didn't get any leaner. I was just exercising. I wasn't training. So today I'm going to give you guys 4 different methods that you can do to apply the progressive overload principle so that you may make more gains. So the first thing you can do is increase the amount of weight. There's actually a study done that shows a 1% increase in the weight per week for 52 weeks straight, a whole year, is enough to change the physiology of your body in appearance by 50%. And that's amazing. Like, if you just increase the weight 1% each week for 52 weeks, you would automatically, theoretically, look 50% better. So have that in mind. Now, obviously, a 1% increase in weight is harder to get the more weight you lift. But to put it in perspective, if you were to do 3 sets of 12 on 135 on squat, if you did that for at week 1, and 52 weeks later, I did the math, you'd be around 3 sets of 12, around 225, 224. And right then and there, your legs theoretically should look 50% better, and that's tremendous. But as I said earlier, the stronger you get, the harder it is to increase the weight. So, if you can't increase the weight, you can always increase the sets. Increasing sets is also a great way to increase the total volume and the total stress on your body to have it adapt. It just depends on what you're going for. So this is how to build muscle. So there is a set. There's not necessarily a magic number of sets, but you always want to do more than one set. You probably don't want to do more than 10 sets per exercise because there's other variations of lift you can get. So with that being said, what I like to do, I usually start at 3 sets, right? And I say, okay, I'm gonna do 3 sets of 12 or 10 or 8 or 6, whatever it is I'm doing. And the next week, like, literally a week after, I'll go up to 4 sets. And then the week after that, I'll go up to 5 sets. And the week after that, I go up to 6. And then I started back over at 3, but then I increased the weight. It's from 3 sets of whatever I was doing, I increased the weight. So that is also another great way to have your body adapt. You just got to keep moving forward. You don't ever want to stay in the same spot, and you definitely don't want to go backwards unless you absolutely have to. So the next thing you can do to increase the progressive overload and the total stress on your body is to increase the amount of reps that you do. So same principle as I've been mentioning before. You get to a certain rep range that you're really comfortable. So okay, go ahead, increase the number of reps just by 1. So 3 sets of 8, do 3 sets of 9 one week. If that's really easy, then go up to 10, then 11, then 12. Now you have to be very careful with this because this is a how to build muscle series, and there is a point. I'm not an expert on this yet. I've read about it a few times. There is a point to where you switch from muscle building to endurance training. Now, you can go ahead and do 20 reps one time. That's not going to just, make you lose any gains. You might actually build some muscle from doing that. But if you continuously do 20 reps every workout, not probably going to build a lot of muscle. But with that being said, what I usually do, I start with 3 sets of whatever, and I increase it all the way up to about 15 reps if I can't go up in sets. So let's say I do 3 sets of 12 on bench, and I'm like, okay, I can get one more rep. Okay, I'll do 3 sets of 13 next week, 3 sets of 14 the week after, so on and so forth. Once I get to 15, I may increase the sets, I may increase the weight. It's whatever, as long as I'm increasing something. And the final method you can do to increase the total load on your body through progressive overload is increase the range of motion. Now, with that being said, before I go any further, there's tons of other methods you can use. These are just the 4 that I find are the most applicable. So increasing the range of motion is as easy as it sounds. So let's say people who don't go parallel on squat, right? People that don't go parallel on squat. Okay, they might be working something. I don't know what, but they're working something. But imagine if they went parallel. They obviously be working more muscles of their legs and their core. Everything would be getting more work, and therefore your body would have to adapt, and voila, bigger legs. Now, for the people that do go parallel, which is great, try going below parallel. Then you'll be activating more of your muscles. Your legs will even look even better in their total development. All right, and that's 4 different ways you can increase the progressive overload or add more stress to your body. And there are tons of other ways. Like I said earlier, these are just 4 of the ways that I find the easiest and more applicable, and the more like something that you can actually wrap your head around, that you can actually apply in the weight room whenever you get there. So remember, the main point I want to drive home to you guys is that you don't want to ever stay the same if you can fight it. Like if it's up to you, increase something. Because if you stay the same, if you keep doing the same thing in and out, you're not progressing, and that's the complete opposite of what you want to do to build muscle. So thank you guys for listening to me today. If you like this video, like it, share it, subscribe if you will, and leave comments. You know, I'm always open to ideas for other videos. I have a few things in the works right now, and I really appreciate your time. Thank you. Have a great day.